Marco was a 24-year-old young man living in a small village surrounded by peaceful mountains. On the surface, his life seemed quiet and simple, but inside, his mind was constantly restless. Day after day, his thoughts never stopped flowing. Painful memories from the past kept returning, while worries about an uncertain future made him even more uneasy. These endless thoughts left Marco exhausted, both mentally and physically. He struggled to find deep sleep, and often lay awake through the night with a heavy heart. Gradually, he lost the ability to feel joy in life's small moments. Smiling became unfamiliar, and inner peace seemed to have disappeared from his life altogether. Marco's mind was like a storm that never ceased, swirling without a single moment of calm. He longed for peace, for rest within his own thoughts, yet he had no idea where to begin. This growing sense of unease pushed him to search for a way out for his weary soul. During his most troubled days, Marco happened to hear a story about a small village hidden deep in the distant hills. People spoke of a wise old man who lived there, once a famous psychologist in the city. For many years, the old man had helped countless people overcome mental struggles and rediscover balance and inner peace. In his later years, he left the noisy city behind and chose a quiet life close to nature, embracing silence as his companion. From time to time, people burdened with worries still traveled to that village seeking his guidance. Those who left often said they felt lighter, as if they had found a guiding light within their souls. These stories ignited a small but powerful spark of hope in Marco. He wondered if this might be his last chance to reclaim the peace he had lost. After many nights of reflection, Marco made an important decision. He would set out to find the old man. Deep in his heart, he believed that if anyone could help him escape the long-standing unrest within him, it would be the wise man living in the hill village. After many long and exhausting days of travel, Marco finally arrived at the quiet village nestled among the hills. The atmosphere was unlike anything he had known before, calm, slow, and filled with the breath of nature. In front of a small house covered in greenery, Marco saw the wise old man sitting silently on the porch, his eyes closed, his face radiating a rare sense of serenity. Marco stepped forward and gently shared his inner suffering. He spoke of his restless mind, his constant anxiety, and his deep desire for true peace. The old man slowly opened his eyes, smiled kindly, and did not rush to give advice. Instead, he invited Marco to follow him and said that before finding answers, Marco would need to complete a small task. Marco carefully took the full glass of water the old man handed him. Though still confused, he was determined to succeed. The road he had to walk was narrow and crowded. Around him were footsteps, shopkeepers calling out, children laughing, and dogs barking endlessly. Yet Marco paid no attention to any of it. His eyes were fixed solely on the glass in his hands. He walked slowly, step by step, steadying his breath and hands, afraid that even the slightest mistake would cause the water to spill. Time seemed to slow down, and the surrounding noise gradually faded away. When Marco returned to the old man, the glass was still full. At that moment, he did not realize that throughout the entire journey, his mind had naturally become calm. When Marco reported that he had completed the task without spilling a single drop, the old man gently nodded and smiled. He did not praise Marco right away. Instead, he softly asked whether Marco had noticed the children playing or heard the dogs barking and people passing by along the way.